Welcome back, everybody, to Fish Truck TV.
Oh, you hit puberty right in the middle of that. That's crazy. Congratulations. Yo, we're going to have a puberty party.
Oh, we're going to have a Peabody.
A pibbity-dibbity.
Do you also Peabody?
Wow, look at this shit. You see this
What?
shit? Look at the door and then the windows and everybody.
Yeah, look at how they don't have guns.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that one guy got guns, but he's the only one who doesn't give a shit. And then he proceeded to just walk into his line of sight anyway. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. I'd rather save that conversation for the podcast.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Yep.
As like just filling in people watching, or gonna be the next podcast episode we record is gonna be about Hotline Miami, Hotline Miami's 1 and 2. He's playing 1, I played 2, and I got through 2 last night. Well, last night relative to whenever we were recording this video. Yeah, it's a sequel to Hotline Miami, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Shit, man.
There was something I was fucking thinking about yesterday when we were recording that I wanted to talk about. Yo, so Destiny. So Destiny. The expansion came out, right? What's presumably the last expansion of this story arc that they started with Destiny 1.
Right.
And as you know, things normally go when any sort of live service anything drops or comes out, you can't connect worth a shit
right
on the day it comes out. That's to be expected at this point. I mean, I still think in the grand scheme of things it is kind of unacceptable, because you buy a thing and you should be able to play a thing, but no skid off my back.
Well, let me give a. All right, dealing with network shit, like when you're doing a launch of like a big thing,
yeah,
there's no way to test that shit without going live.
Yeah.
You can do as much in-house testing as you want, but there's no accounting for like people's different connection types.
Yeah, and how
so it's
all the
like
places they're connected from, all that kind of stuff.
There's no way for them to test that. Like it's always going to be, no matter what, it's going to be a shit show.
Yeah, but regardless of the fact the product doesn't work.
Right.
So, like, at the end of the day, I know we talked about this before in, like, a earlier podcast recording, but, like, how many other things and how many other products do you buy where the product doesn't work when you buy it?
I understand.
Like, I understand why. And like I said, at the end of the day, like, I just expect that I know it's gonna happen, and so I just don't even try. I don't even bother with it. It's like, yeah, I have other shit to do. It's like, no, but I don't need to play this the fucking day it comes out. So it's fine. Like, personally for me, it's fine. But I think at the end of the day, you sell a thing, it should work. Like, even the day it comes out. I understand why it doesn't work. That's just shit happens. But how many other things? Like, when I buy my, like, if a new car comes out and I buy my car, it works the day I get it.
Right.
Like, even if it's the first day that it, is on the road. If a movie comes out and I go watch a movie the day it comes out, the movie works, kind of thing. So that's the difference. I mean, it's a different medium, but at the end of the day, it's still a transaction for something. That's how I see it. I understand why it doesn't work, but like. Personally, I don't. That's also why I don't buy shit when it comes out. I just got lucky this time with how I got this one.
True. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think like there's no. The only way around it would be like if they do a soft launch. Then
which
people
they drip feed it and would get mad about that.
Yeah. So
it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of situation. But
damned no matter what you do, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, I have sympathy for it, but like I said, I'm just speaking on a practical level. That's what it boils down to. Regardless of like sympathy, it's just like that's just. I mean, I understand why it happened, but
Right.
It still happened. Kind of thing. What was that? That was smooth.
Yeah, that was smooth as fuck.
Mostly. Like, but that's funny enough. Not what I even care to talk about all that much.
Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go. Funny enough, not even really what I care to. Nice.
Okay.
Dude threw a Molotov at you from the passenger window. It's not really what I care to talk about all that much.
Right.
Because like I said, personally for me, like I kind of don't care all that much because, you know, I'm usually not the one like for example when Lightfall came out, I got it like a week or two after it came out.
Right.
You know, like for WoW.
Okay.
For World of Warcraft when Dragonflight came out, I got it. I played it like.
Jeez.
Excuse me. I played Dragonflight like about, I don't know, 6 months after it came out. Final Fantasy 14, when Endwalker came out, that one was notorious for not working. So much so that they're like, we're going to stop selling the game until the servers work again. Which, you know, was a good guy call there. I didn't play that until like maybe 3 months after the expansion came out or something, or 4 months. So I'm usually not in a rush to fucking play things when they come, specifically live server shit, because that is 100% of the time what fucking happens. So, but I happen to.
Did that guy just? Did you see that? He just went through walls. He just do that now? Oh, I can go through walls. That's not a wall.
Because it was glass and they destroyed it.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Maybe it's like better for you to hide around the corner and then have them come to you.
Yeah, but then he throws the fucking Molotov.
Oh, hey, look at that.
I mean, he threw it through the wall last time.
You seem to be pretty good now. Yeah, they don't stop burning. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, no, you know you can't just touch the wall. Though. You gotta
Okay. Oh my
god. Anyway, why I bring it up is because yesterday, like for probably the first time in Destiny history, because I don't, like me being religiously on Destiny is not a normal thing. I happen to have the new thing at launch.
Yeah.
So I tried getting on, but I assumed it wasn't going to work, and that was the case. I tried like several times yesterday. I would say 3 or 4 times, maybe 3. On the third go, I like that in between each step that gets you.
Yeah.
On the third go, or pretty much what happened was like I would get on the game, I'd wait like a minute or 2, and then it'd hit me with like the trying to contact server shit, and that's not normal. Or like, if the game was if everything was functioning regularly, that part's not normal. So I was like, you know what? Goddamn, you didn't.
I guess.
I get on. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'll try again. I get on. I'm able to get in there. I sit through the cutscenes. I know I just told you this, but just say for the video. I kill like 2 enemies, and then the game just disconnects me. And then I just messaged Snarf, and I was just like, pretty much just saying that. And I was like, this game sucks or something. But not. Instead of me saying it, there was a review on Steam of someone who's played the game for almost 2,000 hours.
Oh,
really? That's like what I sent you as the.
Yeah.
Instead of me saying that the game sucks, I just sent you a Steam review. It's just
yeah.
And it's just a conversation. I guess what I'm, after almost 10 minutes of this episode, the point being that, man, I find it crazy when someone plays a game for like that much time
and gives a bad review
and then leaves a negative review, and it's just like, bro, I think that says a lot more about you than the game.
Yeah.
Because like Why were you playing? What about those others, you know, like however many hours, 1,000 hours, however many hours that you played for? Like it, and that's not the only one. Like if I open up Steam right now and I find reviews that are 3,000-4,000 reviews, like they have 3,000 or 4,000 hours of playtime, and they give it a negative review, it's like, why were you playing this game in the first place?
Yeah.
Why were you playing? Like,
I think you could have come to a consensus after the at
before
most
100.
over the first 100. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can play the game for about like 20 to 40 hours and fucking get the gist. You get it. You should be able to get it at that point.
Right.
Because it's like, it only takes about like 10 hours to get through a campaign, and within the 40-hour time, you will have easily been able. That's more than enough time to like grind a character up to be able to do a raid.
Yeah.
And at that point, you've seen enough of the content, like enough to like get to, okay, I get it, kind of situation. And if you know, if it's like, let's see, if I go through, yeah, like another guy, 1,074 hours, Destiny 2 final, I assume it'd say final shit. It was what he wrote in the review. Let's see, what's another one here? 1,300, no, 1,038, 1,700 hours on this one here. 32, that guy liked it. 4,600 hours.
Oh my.
Negative review.
God.
3,200 hours. Negative review. 3,000 hours. Negative review. Even, to be honest, 580 hours with a negative review. That's still that's a lot of fucking time to say I don't like this game. It's like, and 5,400 hours negative review. 2,600. Like, I'm just scrolling down right now and seeing these another 2,400. There's people kind of updating their, like, reviewing it based on, I guess, like the most current thing, but also like, why
did you make it to 500 hours to give a negative review for it?
Yeah, because it's like
I would again, it's like 100 hours and a negative review is good, it's fine, but it's like 500 hours. And so you knew at least, and I'm being very generous, at hour 100, you knew at hour 100 that it was a bad game, but you kept on playing it for 400 more hours.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, it's a little suspect.
Yeah, because it's one of those things. Like, I understand where someone put up a review, someone put up a review because they're not a fan of like the business practices in the game, like because objectively, the way they structure just trying to buy the fucking game is like a war crime, I would say.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But the third is that you have 5,000 fucking hours on the game, and you're like, oh hey, they sell the dungeons on the side. It's like this is the third time I think they've done that now, third or fourth time, I assume. Right. Because I know they at least did it with Witch Queen, or started there. I assume that was the soonest where they started with that shit. And the thing is, like, you had, this is not the first time it happened. Or the second. Why is it a problem now? What happened? Because it was a problem from the beginning, but somehow now it grinds your gears. Yeah. To kind of do that. And it's like, and that's some of them. Other ones will like complain about like, oh, the game's grindy, and it's like, yeah, fucking like 2,000 hours on the game, bro. Yeah. Why in the fuck were you playing it? If your problem with the game is that it's grindy. Oh my god. Like that's so, like, you know, when it's clearly a direct, you can't just snuff him or something. No. I think he's gonna do a U-turn when he reaches the wheelchair. Oh, okay, that works. All right. So I think there's like a direct result of like Skinner box game design.
Skinner box?
Yeah, like, you know, this is essentially like piece of candy.
Oh yeah.
You know, like say that instead, piece of candy game design where you're kind of playing the game to check a box. Oh, excuse me. Rather than have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm not saying Destiny can't have a bad review. I'm fine with that. But it's also like I'm talking about having 10,000 hours. In the game.
No, we're literally talking about the people who play the game for thousands of hours.
Yeah,
I would say even hundreds of hours, but like specifically, like if you play the game for thousands of hours, and now like the grind is a problem, or something like that. When that shit's always been there, it's not like it, you know. In my case, I played the game extensively at 2 points, which one time was early 2020, and then another time was last year.
Right.
Yeah, the grind feels about the fucking same that it was 3 years ago as it was now. I'll say.
I can't move. What the fuck?
The nipple of the window was sticking out.
Okay, I guess.
Back in my Project Gotham Racing 3 days, we called those wall penises because they would fuck you whenever you approached them. Yeah, so it's stuff like that. Like same when you know, sometimes like with WoW, this was a thing where like after X amount of expansions, like eventually a lot of people had problems with Battle for Azeroth. I didn't play during that time. And then Shadowlands was like the last straw.
Oh
but
God. Yeah.
And I kind of see, like, I see why in WoW's case it was so, like, eventually an expansion pushed them up. Like, it was kind of a build-up. But the thing is that, like, sometimes you see people playing it and they're, like, miserable playing a fucking game. And it's like, what? You could have, like, you wait for the game to fuck you before you stop playing when, for your own sake, you should have stopped long ago.
Yeah.
Like, clearly the fun in the game died ages ago. And now it's just a thing you do to do it. Which is, like, the
but
fucking...
also it's like... That's such a gamer move. Like
what?
when you think of generic gamer, it's like, yeah, that seems like some dumb fucking gamer shit to do. Like, yeah. like that's why, like, you know, I'll just to bring, you know, I guess to talk about myself, but like, fucking, you know, I make Elden Ring videos, but I don't upload all the time because if I played Elden Ring all the fucking time, I'd lose my mind. And that game, on the flip side, that game doesn't do anything wrong. Or like doesn't do anything wrong in the same sense that, like, you know, a new expansion or like, you know, partition dungeons or some shit like that. Like, it doesn't do anything scummy. It's a fucking great game, but if I keep playing it past the point of wanting to play it, then I'm gonna fucking hate it, and then I'm gonna be mad at the game for like or some shit like that. Like, I'm gonna be mad at the game for me being sick of it or some shit. And it's just when the game technically, you know, I'm not gonna say never change. Well, in Elden Ring's case, that would be the case. But like, you know, when the game has pretty much been fundamentally the same for this long, and now I'm sick of it. Right.
And like that's like, I feel like at that point you have to assess that maybe that's not the game and it's you. I guess is what, you know. Long story long.
Yeah.
Because like I had one of my buddies. Growing up, would play a game, he would like it, and then like he'd tell me it's awesome, and then at some point inevitably he'd reach a point where he says like, yeah, that game fucking sucks, and I'm like what? You were literally dick writing this like fucking, you know, maybe 6 months ago or something like that. Kind of find out he's literally been doing nothing but that and has reached a point of resentment. And it's just like, I think that's you might have to reassess yourself. Like, you gotta know when to stop, man. That's like that. I mean, that's like League of Legends players in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, I do not like MOBAs. The closest I came to truly liking a MOBA was fucking Battleborn.
Oh yeah.
And I enjoyed the shit out of Battleborn, but there were many things about that were not a MOBA. So, or at least, you know, a MOBA in the conventional sense, like Dota or fucking League or something.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of things about those games' designs that, like, or, you know, using League as an example, that I've pretty much, like, I could basically say I've never played, but have seen countless hours of gameplay of it because our friends play it more than anybody should.
Yeah.
And it's like League inherently encourages toxic behavior.
Okay.
Because of the way it's designed, right? Because like you have, like, I saw this video about It's on a channel called Second Wind, and the guy's like talking about how League encourages toxic behavior. And it's just like, well, yeah, no shit. But, you know, specifically talking about why, because like the game is very much a solo thing depending on what lane you're in.
Right.
Because pretty much every role is a solo thing, aside from like bottom lane, which will have like support and bottom. So everyone's kind of by themselves. So if one person fucks it up, then everybody blames them and shits on them. And it's like very, 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 very easy to fall into like a toxic thing in that game. Just based on the way that the game. Yeah, we just came into the room with guns. He was just there like fucking doing Tai Bo in midair. So you know, I get that, but then you like see people lose their minds playing League of Legends, complaining about the same shit for like the, I don't know, 3,000th hour. And you're like, bro, stop. Stop. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Think.
Oh my god! Why they picked up another gun?
Why they shot your mask through the fucking wall?
Yeah.
They're just like, yo, think, man. Just like, stop playing the game. It's a video game. Like, or stop doing this to yourself.
At least yell at the game, you know, not in the fucking Discord, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that too. But yeah, that too. But I mean, just like, you know, even for one's own sanity, you stop playing the game because you like the game. Like, you play it because it's a thing that you do, or you're trying to prove something to no one who gives a shit. Like that's or like that. Man, I that's a topic for next episode, because that's another thing that fucking grinds my gears. But like,
I don't know, like Destiny. I can totally understand a negative review. I can't positively suggest anybody play Destiny just because the amount of time you sink into it.
Yeah, and like the new player experience is fucking not good.
There's a lot of stuff for you to do.
It's easy to get lost.
Well, no, they have a big guide now. I don't know if you went through
light campaign?
The new light, new light campaign.
The new light, I played that. It's just like you do new light and then afterwards, like. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Well,
like,
I mean,
it's not the only game that had that problem. I'm just saying.
Well,
like, I think WoW's pretty fucking bad with it too.
Well, back to what I was saying. I can't review, give it a positive review to anybody, but like I'll play it because it's like it's more of my that's my club, you know. That's my that's where I get a dance floor, I meet new people. That's the gym that I go to, you know. That's my social outlet.
Yeah. Oh, hey, those are doors. Oh, they're metal detectors. They're metal detectors.
I see.
Are they? Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I got you. I mean, but you know what? Yeah, I got you.
So it's like, you know, there's more to the game than just the game, for me personally.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, yeah. It's just when, you know, when you see someone complain about like the grind after playing for fucking like 2,000 hours, you're just like, now you noticed it? Like,
yeah.
Are you fucking serious?
Fuck? Why did
like,
you aim at the dude?
Like fucking, let's see, I think I have like 400 hours on the game. Or something like something around that area. And when I first played, I put about like 100 hours on it. And after that time, I definitely was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Especially because like,
this is 400 hours over 7 years. Like,
yeah.
It's not like you sunk 400 hours in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah. So like, but I even, you know, when I first play the game, it's like immediately apparent that, okay, yeah, that's fucking like grind. I mean, it is a grindy fucking game.
Yeah.
Like it takes no time at all to recognize that. And it's just like, okay, how much of this do you want to engage with? Like that's pretty much it. You gotta shoot those guys.
Yeah, bullets.
Speaking of grinding, catch us next time when we grind our next episode.
Hell yeah.
Fish Rock. TB.